happy and proud to introduce Shannon. She actually hails from Basking Ridge. She's a senior at Ridge High School. She's an extraordinarily special student. If you read the Star Ledger, you will see her in the paper quite frequently. I think the most amazing thing was this past summer I saw her get an award from the United Nations. One of what, maybe 3 or 4 students in the whole world. Is that correct, Shannon? Shannon started a program called SHARE, which is Shannon's After School Reading Exchange, which collects books for African girls. She will tell you a little bit about her program when she gets up here, but I wanted to tell you that she also serves on the United Nations Teen Advisory Board to promote youth involvement in the UN Girls Up program. She is a National Girl Scout consultant. She works with the National Board of Directors and Staff at the Girl Scouts of USA. Prior to her work in Africa, she volunteered in Peru, Costa Rica, and India, and I think you must have a fabulous travel budget in your family to do all that stuff. She is obviously a member of the National Honor Society and runs cross country for Ridge High School, which has a fantastic girls cross country team. She spent the last 3 years doing field work for SHARE in Tanzania, and as I said, her efforts have been recognized not only at the national but the international level. Her awards and honors include the United Nations Youth Achievement International Award, that's the big one you got this summer, right? The Prudential Spirit of Community Award and National Young Woman of Distinction. I am so happy you're here tonight, Shannon. Please step forward and let's give her a round of applause.
So I'm really honored to be here tonight, and it's a great opportunity to spread awareness about the program and the girls in Africa and all the different needs. So I just kind of wanted to start off with a couple of questions tonight. The first one is, do you guys know, do you guys have an estimate of how much money is spent educating the average Somerset County student per year?
Trudy does.
The average $15,000.
Okay.
It's close.
Now, could you guys take a guess to how much money is spent educating the average Tanzanian student in the rural villages that we work in per year?
The same without the 1,000 part? $15.
$15. Well, I'll throw in a bonus. Anyone who gets it close gets a SHARE t-shirt. So
$2.
$2?
55
55?
cents.
55 cents?
$12 a year.
$12. Actually, it's $1. So, wait, actually, who said $2? Do you want a medium or a large? Here you go. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, so that's an incredible fact, but it's true. And my family and I spent the last 3 summers in Africa, and we actually, see this incredible fact with our own eyes. And, my parents have always told me when I was growing up that I kind of won the birth lottery in life because I was born in America and I was given all of these chances, and, girls, just because of where they're born, they might have the same potential as me, but they can't go nearly as far because of all the cultural obstacles. So, before I talk about SHARE, there's a documentary called Meet Jonita, who's a SHARE girl, and my brother made it. It's only about 3 minutes long.
Meet Jonita. This is her house, and this is her family. Jonita lives in a village at the base of a valley in the northeast region of Tanzania. Even though today is a Saturday, Jonita is heading to the school so she can go to the SHARE room to study. Before she can go, however, she has to make breakfast in her kitchen. Hendo the goat helps. With her chores finally completed, Jonita is off to SHARE.
40 steps to the end of the private lives, 54 steps onto the upturned hand, 233 steps towards the hidden garden, 527 steps to the lion's mouth, 180.
30 minutes into her voyage, it looks like it's going to rain. Despite the rain, Janita pushes on, eager to get to chair.
I saw the door and I looked through the entrance, skydive balancing and welcome. Should stop on street, take that place.
Janita joins the other chair girls and begins reading.
I am a little black puppy. I live in a pasture. Sun, I become a kind of my own. My boy cannot run as fast as I can. I run in love. Oh no, I do not see my boy. Is she lost? I show my boy it. I pick up, I roll over. My boy is good. Love is not fun.
All this from a girl who could barely speak English only a year before. So what's Janita think about Cher?
I like share programs because I want to read. I want to read books so that I want to read. I want to become a reader.
For now, we must say goodbye to Janita, but at least we can leave knowing that she is walking down the right path.
Okay, like Ms. Carlson said, the name is called Share, and it stands for Shannon's After School Reading Exchange. And I founded it 2 years ago when I was 15 years old, and it's now a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Our mission is to empower girls through education, and our motto is today a reader, tomorrow a leader. So the things that we've done, we want to try to address the book famine that's in Africa. So we've built 4 school libraries, and we also try to spread awareness and get people educated here in the States. So we've gotten about 850 students from New Jersey that have volunteered for Share, and they help us collect and label and sort and box the books go down to Africa. And we've sent about 23,000 books down to Africa as of today. And we also started 3 all-girls after-school reading programs. So that way the libraries that we build with the books can be used for all the male students and all the teachers, but the actual programs are only for the girls. And we also started a pen pal program. There's about 70 girls involved with it, and it's great because it gives these girls friends in different cultures, and it kind of the girls in Africa tell them about Tanzania, and the girls here in America tell them about what it's like in New Jersey. So it's a really great thing that we have. And also there's a Light for Learning campaign, which we finished when we went down this past summer, and we've gotten electricity to 3 of our schools in Tanzania, and well, I guess technically 2, because one of them we had to install solar power in, and we brought down a solar suitcase and set that up, so that was really fun. And then looking towards the future, the things that we want to do in 2011, we're going to be building a dining hall in this all-girls secondary school. There's about 460 girls who go there, and 20% of them are orphans, and they're extremely hardworking girls. They wake up at 4:50 a.m. each morning, and they work and study and do chores around the campus all the way up until 10 o'clock at night, and they do that for 6 days a week. And then Sunday they really let loose. They sleep until like 7:10, but they're some of the most hardworking people that you've ever seen. So we're really happy that we're going to be able to help them out with this new dining hall. And we're also starting a Share Scholars program because secondary school is not free in Tanzania. So most parents refuse to let their daughters go to it. Interesting statistic is that only 5% of all girls in Tanzania graduate high school. So this is something that we're trying to change with the Share Scholarships program, because if you provide scholarships to the girls, then they will marry later in life, then they'll have less children, a better income, and just kind of trying to break the cycle of poverty where girls get married in their teenage years and then they start families, and then their children do the same thing, and they never really break out of the cycle through education. And the final thing that we want to do in 2011 is kind of start this Kindle program, because it costs a lot of money to ship books all the way to Africa, and we just feel like we don't really get the best bang for our buck sending all those heavy books down. So we're going to try to get Kindles involved, because the world is kind of heading into the future technology-wise, and this will also be a great experience for the girls to have all the books that they need just on one Kindle. And I think I'll stop here so that way we have time for questions if anybody wants to ask anything.
Anybody have any questions for Shannon? Shannon, I have one. Could you talk about why you're only working with girls? I think you touched a little bit on it, but talk about some of the inequalities in Tanzania that girls face.
Oh yeah, well just, I mean, when girls go home, their parents want them to just cook and clean and fetch firewood and care for the children. And you'll see, even when we're driving around in Tanzania, you'll see men just kind of sitting around, not really doing anything in the town, and then you'll see women bending over backwards doing, washing the clothes in the rivers, and you'll see girls carrying, their like 4-year-old sister on their back and stuff. So the girls just do a lot more work, and more emphasis is placed on education for boys. And a lot of statistics show that, like, women, for example, they reinvest 90% of their income back into their family and their communities, where boys will only invest 10% of their income. So really, if you want to like help lift a whole community out of poverty, the best way to do that is to focus on the woman.
Did you have some resistance initially to getting girls involved in talking?
Yeah, actually we had a lot of parents meetings to let their daughters join SHARE, and a lot of the parents refused to let their daughters join because they said that they wanted the daughters to be home helping out with the dishes and all the domestic duties and stuff. So thankfully we did have a lot of parents who did enroll their girls in the program, but a lot of them still didn't really see the long-term effects of education.
And are these reading rooms actually in schools, or are they separate buildings? How do you set
Yeah,
them up?
they're in the schools. Each school donates a room, and then we paint the walls and install doors and windows and build bookshelves, and then we just make it a share room.
And out of your 3 sites, are they geographically nearby each other?
Yeah, they're all in the same town, which is in Bukoba.
And so no boys allowed, is there a big sign?
I like that, no boys allowed.
Yes.
Yes, there is. No boys. No boys allowed.
Any questions for Shannon?
How far do the girls walk to this program?
It varies, depending on how close they live, but I think one girl said that she walks 5 miles to school each day.
No, we used to say that growing up. It's really true.
Yeah, and a lot of them, their shoes are falling apart and stuff like that.
Anybody else have a question? I want to thank you so much for coming, and Mrs. McNamara.
No problem.
We have brochures and business cards for Shannon's program. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we said.